Okay, so today we're going to be talking about more advanced addition techniques, and just spoiler alert, these techniques can also be applied to subtraction. So suppose that we have the problem 34 plus 21. Now, based off of only what we know, this is a very difficult problem because we would have to start the number 34, and then we'd have to count 21 spaces in order to figure out what our answer is. Well, today we're going to be learning about place value and how it can basically, the concept of place value can help us to skip a lot of those steps. So instead of starting on the number 34 out of the entire number line, I'm just going to think about the numbers 30 through 40 for a minute. And specifically, I'm going to start at the number 34 because that's the number I'm supposed to start on. Now, instead of going forward 21 all at once, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the distances I need to travel by parts. So first, I notice I have the number 1. So first, I'm going to travel to the right 1 unit. So I'm going to start on the number 34 and travel to the right 1 unit. And I notice that I end up on the number 35. Okay, so then, from there, I'm going to kind of conceptualize myself as on the number 35. And then I'm going to move forward 20 spaces. And I'm going to do this in sort of blocks of 10. So 10, 20. And I notice that I end up at 55, because I know that the last digit has to be 5, because all I did was move my 10s, and the 10s are not going to affect my 1s at all. So basically, again, what I did was I started on the number 34, I traveled forward 1 unit, and then from there, I traveled forward 20 units. 10, 20 to 55. So now, we're going to use the same idea with the problem 17 plus 24. So first, I'm going to start on the number 17. So here's my number 17. And then first, I'm going to travel forward 4 units. So I'm starting on the number 17, I'm going to travel forward 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I notice that I land on the number 21. So now, I'm going to conceptualize myself as being on the number 21, and I'm going to travel forward 20 units. So 31, 41. So my answer is 41. Now, a couple of things to take away, because I want to start abandoning the number line idea soon, is notice that I got this number 5, and I started with 4 and 1. Well, basically, I just added 4 and 1 to get my 5. And then in order to get this other 5, I basically added this 3 and 2. And then I got my 5. So basically, all I did was, I could have basically thought about this as 2 separate addition problems that were unrelated and resulted in just 2 different answers. Now, the second one is a little bit different, though. So the answer to this first problem, 7 plus 4, was basically 11. So I put down my 1, which is the second one in this case, or the 1 in the 1's place, and now I'm basically going to carry that additional 1. So in other words, if you wanted to find my 11, it's right here. So again, that's right here. That's my 11. So now, I'm going to be trying to figure out what number is supposed to go here, and I'm going to add 1 and 1 and 2, and I'm going to get 4, because 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. That brings me to this problem. So now we can combine all of the lessons that we've already learned in order to figure out what the answer to this problem is. So I've first got 4 plus 7. So 4 plus 7, if you're good at memorizing your basic addition facts, is 11. So again, here is my 11. Then I have 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 6, which is 9. And then finally I have 3 plus 5, which is 8. So you could conceptualize how I could move in blocks of first 100, then in blocks of 10, and then finally in blocks of 1, how I would get to my final answer. So that is it for this video.